straight up 6, it looks like. Still dark, but I know it's going to get light pretty soon, so I better get down to the water. I've been sleeping in this van all night. Well, sleeping is not really the right word to use, I don't believe, but anyway. Well, a little after 6 now. The sun's starting to come up. It looks like I don't see anybody else out on this pier. Maybe it's just too windy. Well, made quite a few little casts. Not a bite one. Well, here we are. Moose Island State Park, February. And man, it's just been blowing. I mean, blowing hard, shaking the van. I'm gonna go get some coffee and maybe stop off at Whataburger or whatever and get some breakfast taquitos. And, well, here we are at the boat dock. I thought I'd try a little trout action down here with these kind of little ghost minnows. When I came up in here, I saw a couple of dolphins working the water over here, and usually that means there's trout in the area. I tried the pier this morning. I didn't have any luck at all. It was cold and blowing. There just wasn't nothing biting. And in fact, they're still over at the pier right now. They're fishing with shrimp down on the bottom, and nobody's catching anything over there either. Probably just picking up a lot of seaweed. Yeah, not really conducive to this rig. Every time you gotta have to clean your rig off, because no self-respecting trout is ever gonna bite a rig that's got seaweed hanging on it. I'm pretty sure of that. Alright. A little bit cool. A little overcast. But the wind's calmed down, and so if you drive 4 hours, you might as well give it a try, even though the fish ain't biting. We'll see if we can get out there and get a little bump or something anyway. Oh yeah, we floating now. Alright, we'll try up in these real shallows. You fish jumping? They just ain't jumping on the end of my line. Up in this grass just a little bit. Hoping that the wind won't pull me out of it quite so bad. Maybe I can fish this spot for just a little while. Not have to worry about the wind messing with me. I need a stakeout pole. I had one last time, but somehow I managed to get away from the house without it. I'm gonna break this paddle in half and see if maybe I can shove it down in the ground a little bit. I think I'll use the one without the button on it. Maybe it won't get gummed up quite so bad that way. I'm gonna switch over, try one of these pearly whites shrimp. I don't know, I made probably 20 casts with this new penny and didn't get anywhere with it, so we'll try something else and see if that does anything to them. There we go. These are made by Gulp, and this is just a pearly white 3-inch shrimp. And I'm going to take this 1/0 offset. The offset's right here in this little chin area. I'm going to just come in right on his nose and then come down about a 1/4 inch right out his chin. That's where that offset's going to sit inside, where we pull all this down in there and get it weedless. Get that nose, that hook, and that line. Then we'll just kind of guesstimate where it's going to come out in his body, and then just jam it right up through there. That looks pretty good. Now get that offset back up inside there. There we go. I believe that dog would hunt. Alright, let's give it a try. Now, sure as I get new bait on and get set out here, it starts to sprinkling. But I don't mind fishing in the rain as long as I'm catching something. I'm fishing with this Shimano. It's a Solstice 1000 Fi, and it's really smooth. I don't know how many ball bearings it's got, but I think it's like 4 or something. Anyway, it's just a real smooth, real light, small reel. It's rated for, I don't know, I think it says 2-pound test, 270 yards, 4-pound test, 140, 6-pound test, 110, and I'm using 12-pound test, and I've got maybe 55 yards on here, and 55 yards is not really a whole lot if you get something that's, you know, going to be able to pull you on the shore. But if you're in a little kayak and you can go on a little sleigh ride, then 55 yards is plenty of line. Then that 12-pound test will just about take any kind of, you know, of a trout or a flounder, or most of the redfish that you'll get inshore like this. You might could get a big old redfish or a drum or something, I guess, that can break that line, but I like to stay really light on my tackle for the most part. Now there's a way I hadn't seen before to carry kayaks on the back of an RV. It's got one of those receiver hitch things, it looks like, but they stand right up. Well, I never could catch me a fish. It sure wasn't for the lack of trying. I guess it was just a little too early in the year maybe. The water was a little bit cold, so they weren't real active. And that wind was kind of keeping me on the shore. So anyway, I saw these, I believe they're Rosetta spoonbills that were feeding over there. I'm not sure what these other birds are, but they look like they're working pretty hard for their breakfast as well. Well, anyway, I'm going to give up the fishing and go over and see how Lori's doing over there at her girlfriend's house. Hey, Lori's got a couple of good friends that she used to work with, and they come down from Nebraska each year, try to anyway, and stay down here in Rockport way to get out of the cold for a month. And they usually rent a little house or whatever, and then they have kind of a girls' reunion type thing. Anyway, this is the place they have rented this year. It's on a canal. I want to show it to you. Really just beautiful out here. Lined with palm trees and just gorgeous houses. Sun's getting ready to go down.
Hi, Jen.
There's Lori up there drinking Guinness. Really nice place. Little fish cleaning station. Wait till you see tonight. I'll show you the lights that come on down in the water. It's really cool. We got some trout rig. We'll see if we can make anything happen. Let me go up top on this deck. There's a little outdoor bar right over here. It's a nice rack. Just a little outdoor bar area. I think that goes into kind of a laundry room or something. There he is. There you go.
Oh, that of course. It was so funny, my doctor.
The table.
You'll do.
I'll show you is this turtle over here. Not sure where the light switches are. Can you see it? That is a big ass honking sea turtle. I mean, it looks real. I don't know if it is or not, but if it's not, man, it is a very fine replica. These are Lori's buddies from the travel industry from 20 years ago.
Get the sun.
Oh yeah.
See it right now. It's
Yeah.
just going down.
Yeah, I got it.
Gosh, it's pretty. I ought to get one more picture.
Check out this light.
Hollywood fish.
down inside the water. I don't know, about 12, 14 foot down. Maybe deeper, I'm not sure. Lori's trying to throw some of her glow bug bait down in there. There are some piggy perch. They're swimming round and round in that. I don't know if you'll be able to see them or not.
What's your sister doing, Billy?
Well, just when I thought I wasn't going to get to eat any seafood, Dennis came back from the seafood market. We're having stuffed mushrooms, crab stuffed mushrooms, and now we're having crab stuffed, I think it's crab stuffed shrimp.